Okay, everyone, welcome to the StockPickProfits.com live market update. It is Tuesday, 1/29, 2019, big day after market for the markets as we've got Apple reporting in about 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and do an update, and we'll be back tomorrow with some analysis of that. Right now, Apple's pretty much trading flat in aftermarket. I think it's up about 17, 18 cents. So not a whole lot giving anything away there on the pre-market yet. We'll see. It's up 12 cents now officially. So we'll see how this shakes out. A lot riding on this earnings report, right? Mostly everybody's trying to figure out what's going on in China. And how is this going to affect earnings in the market and the economy going forward? So we'll see how this shakes out. In about 15 minutes, that report will come out, and then we'll analyze it from there, and we'll see how it goes. We're still bullish on the market, although we're at an inflection point. So this could get a little exciting with this Apple report. We're still long Home Depot. That Home Depot had a nice day today. Spent most of the day in the red, and then it popped green towards the end. Gave it a little bit back. There was some serious selling in that last 5-10 minute bars, which your short-term traders, we don't play that day trading tick by tick action. So you kind of could see that coming with the Apple report coming out. We had some good earnings though. Amgen hit, one of the biotechs hit good earnings today, and there's other earnings across the board. If you watch CNBC, you'd think that only Apple's the only company in the marketplace. As far as news goes, just a lot about Howard Schultz coming into the presidential race, and also too GE. GE's got some earnings coming up too. We've got a long play in GE at $12. We got some calls at $12 that we're sitting on. So those still got plenty of time on them. We can weather some volatility, and we got them nice and cheap. We're still long on Home Depot, and we like Home Depot. One of our new viewers had asked about MO. Now remember, just like the disclaimer, we're not certified investment advisors, so we can't give specific stock investments, but we like Dow components, and we like the Dow to push, at least maybe take a shot at those all-time highs and stuff, and we'll see going forward. Right now the thesis is just that, and MO is a good question, because right now you want to own good stocks. You want to own good stocks with good earnings, and that's what you stick with. One of the old tricks I give you for you viewers out there that are looking for some cheap advice, which is free, which is our price. One of the things you do is with your dividends, right? If you can adjust the dividends from either buying stock or paying you cash, when the stocks are depreciating, you have it reinvest and buy you cheap stock, right? And then when it goes up to these highs, you change it to where you take the cash. And that's kind of a little technique you can use there going forward. So overall, we like the market right now. We like it. It's at an inflection point. We think, a lot of this has been built into Apple, the price action. But what we're looking for, and what investors are looking for, wealth builders, not day traders and stuff, they don't care. They're just looking for a 6% move. That's what options trading was building into it. Either a 6% move up or down based on earnings after the bell. We'll see if that plays true. But for wealth builders, what we're looking for is some keys on China. We want to see what's going on with China, and just how that's going to affect the future going forward. We got this big meeting on the 30th and 31st between the two high-level groups of the Trump administration and Xi administration from China. We'll see how this shakes out. We got the 2020 campaigns in full swing. Not sure what Howard Schultz has to do with the market besides starting Starbucks, but he sure did get a lot of attention today, even though he's not a tradable stock. Bitcoin made the news today, man. Cryptocurrency, another $1.7 billion was stolen from investors last year. And on that Amgen earnings, the stock had good earnings, but it's down about 3%. That's just kind of the way earnings reports go right now, right? AMD. The chip makers have been beat up, right? Ever since that analyst came out a couple days ago and beat up on NVIDIA. A few weeks back, we told you maybe a SOX play was good, and it looks like that thing's kicking back into gear. AMD just blew out earnings and is up over the bell. So if you're into some chip stocks, that's some good news, right? After all this bad news we've been getting from NVIDIA and all these analysts and stuff like that. So we'll see how their forward guidance looks, right? That the VIX is still staying under 20. It was up about 1% today. It was up, it was down, it was below 19, above 19. It closed at 19.13, but we're still in that trickle down trend. So as long as that's trickling down, that indicates there's some good bullishness in the market. So let's go ahead and call it a show. That pretty much covers the news and everything else. Other than that, we're still looking bullish at the market. Like I said, we're still long on the Home Depot. Day before yesterday, we opened up a little spider trade. We think there's going to be a little push, quick push from the markets on this Apple report. It could go either way. We gave ourselves some time on the contract so we could absorb some volatility. But those are looking good right now. And we've got the GE play, the recovery play, which we've got some good time on that. Other than that, we're kind of stepping back, keeping the dry powder in our pocket, and we'll play it from there. And that's what we recommend everybody does. So don't forget the disclaimer. Please read it in the bottom. Past performance is no indicator of future performance. We're not registered investment advisors. Nothing in this show is an offer to buy or sell any security. Always consult a professional before making any investment decisions. All right, gang. So let's call it a show. Let's get settled in. Apple's earnings is about 7 minutes away. We'll see how this shakes out. Should be an exciting afternoon, and we'll be back tomorrow after the market with another update. For all you members that are tuning in, let's see how it shakes. We'll be back on the members board with an update analyzing that earnings report right after the earnings report, after we can read it and stuff. That's the thing. With these earnings reports, okay, this is some of the best advice we can give you is, look, with these earnings reports and stuff, don't read the earnings report on StockTwits, okay? Don't disseminate the information that's in an earnings report by what people are posting on StockTwits, okay? Go read the report yourself. Go watch the conference call yourself. Get a feel for it. It's your money. That 15, 20 minutes that you spend on that could be the difference between retiring with $1 million and retiring with a cardboard box, okay? So again, if you need some help, you want a great support network, you want to just see what our program's all about, the link is right down there in the description. If you found this show informative, please pass it along and subscribe to it so you're alerted. We always do everything on the live first, so you want to be first one to the information. Subscribe to it, and please pass it along if you find it valuable, okay? So we'll see you guys tomorrow after the market. It was a great market day, a little sideways trading, but it was a good chance to check past positions and make sure that we're all nice and tight on the portfolio and we're ready to go forward. Again, that's the way we're playing it. We think there's a bull rally coming, one more leg up. It could go either way. So we'll see how this Apple report goes. Still nothing on the news front about Apple, but AMD, man, it just hit the cycle. Nice blowout there. It'd be nice to get some footing on the chip stocks, right? Like we said a few weeks ago, we mentioned the stocks when it was trading. Where was it trading when we said that? It was trading at about 145, and now it's trading at about almost 170. So you would have made a nice little gain on that if you had played that. Okay, gang. So you have a great afternoon. Let's go get settled in. Let's go get some Apple. Anyways, we'll talk to you guys after the market tomorrow. Thank you again for joining us. Aloha.